It's your boy Emu once again back with another stream. Uh, yeah, there was a brief hiatus because I think it was for 2 days. I'm not sure how many days I haven't streamed in, but I'm not going anywhere, so don't worry. And it was just a little hectic with going to church and stuff like that because of Easter. So uh, yeah. So anyways, we're gonna be trying to finish the game again. And by the game, I mean Dante's Inferno, as you all have been psychologically conditioned into through my sheer willpower. No, but yeah, if I'm being serious, I do want to finish the game. I'm having quite a lot of fun, but I'd like to also explore other games. But I also do like to finish stuff that I commit to, so that's what I'm trying to cultivate that habit. So I would like to finish the game before I move on to something a little less, I guess, intensive or with less content, something I can just easily like play and then move on to the next, because I do like variety in my schedules. So, uh, yeah, that's the plan for the future. But let's get to it. And the topic for today's stream that I'd like to just explore, especially with the new season of Invincible being released, is um, or it could be titled as Why Are Evil Supermen So Popular? Or why do they seem to keep popping up? Because if you actually look at it, there are a bunch of different evil superpowered villains, right, that have been popping up over the past few years, and they've been gaining a lot more, um, I guess, media attention. So it's just something I just wanted to think about and like kind of just yap about today. So yeah, one second. Let me just try and join in on my alt account so I can actually, um, see any chatters who may stumble into the stream by accident or on purpose, who knows. I'm not gonna sell myself short. But yeah. All right, one second, guys. Let me just set it up. Yeah, let's go. Load game. I think this should be fine. Or should I load where I saved? Okay, let's just. I don't remember what I played last, if it was a checkpoint or not. So we'll just explore the checkpoint. And if it's not the checkpoint, then I'll explore this saved state as well. All right, chat. All right. Let's see. What is this? Do I have to open the door? Okay. Mm, hmm. All right. Yeah, this looks like where I saved. Like even if I look here, it's pretty similar, so should be fine. But yeah, so I did wanna just explore why. Oh, come on. Yes. Okay. Why evil Supermen have become so popular over the years, in my opinion. Especially, ooh, this is gonna be tough. I don't have any health. Oh, this is lagging. Okay, this is really laggy, guys. My bad. Let me see if I can. Oof, can I do? I don't know why is it so laggy this time. Normally it's not this laggy. All right, whatever. We'll push through the chat. But what I did want to say is that yeah, Supermen, and why are they so popular these days? Specifically their evil counterparts, right? So what I'd like to cover is Invincible, featuring primarily Omni-Man, right? It's very obvious that they take inspiration from the classic hero Superman, right? Uh, with his alter ego Clark Kent, sorry, and his overall powers and origin story as well. Like, it's very obvious. I barely have to justify it, but for people who don't see the connection, right? I'll just state it briefly. Where you can easily see like how Nolan, right? Um, he comes from a race called the Viltrumites, who are just OP as hell, right? Very similarly to Superman, right? Who come from a race called Kryptonians, and the only real difference being that while Superman is the last of his kind, or technically was the last of his kind before other Kryptonians, I guess, were introduced, like Zod, General Zod, and Supergirl. I'm not sure if Supergirl is a Kryptonian. I think so. So yeah, it was quite interesting to just think about that. But yeah, so it's for sure stated that um, characters like Omni-Man or another very famous TV show is called The Boys, right? With their primary antagonist being Homelander, right? So Homelander and Omni-Man, right? These two are classic examples of uh, an evil Superman. And I just feel like the main reason for why they've become so popular over the years, right, is because uh, I think maybe it's because they're more realistic. Because it's nice to imagine or to envision that people have this nice or good nature beneath everything that comes out when they are granted like infinite power, basically, right, compared to the people around them. But and this really fueled like the golden age of comics and superheroes, right? Oh my God, I'm getting diddled. Okay, with like comics like Superman and the classic Marvel series and everything like that, right? Doing so well. Um, because that was kind of the standard at the time, like, yeah, if you're a superhero or if you have powers, you're probably going to be a superhero who kind of defends people and like uses his powers for good, right? And the thing is with that, it does get a little old, which is nothing wrong. It's just natural, like if you have pizza every day, you love pizza, but then after a while, it is gonna taste a little, you know, um, annoying. You're just gonna get sick of it more than anything. Oh my God. Please, is this doing anything? Don't kill me. But yeah, so uh, my theory is that these evil Supermen were first, like, introduced as a way to like get over that type of fatigue, I guess, in the industry, and to provide something new and fresh, a new perspective, or at least something that's not the standard. Because in the end, ah, bro, I was so close. If I'd killed that, I would have gotten extra health as well. All right, we'll try it again. But like I said, right, the it provided something fresh or something different, right? That allowed people to kind of enjoy themselves again in the comic book industry or just in the superhero market in general, right? And but I feel like it's kind of branched off into something a bit more than that, rather than just something like variety. Because these shows are still going on, right? People would definitely get bored of them if there wasn't something to it, in my opinion, right? Because how do I say this? Like, it keeps reoccurring, like there's this movie called Brightburn, or a series, I can't remember. I've only skimmed through its surface, like on a surface level, so I'm not gonna pretend that I know too much about it. But it also leans very heavily on its Superman inspired heritage, I guess. Because early on in the film, right, it, there's these like really similar origin stories and everything. Like, it's very on the nose. Okay, let me just try and kill all these guys. Maybe I'll get some health. Oh, yes, sir. All right, that's great. Yeah, but what I was saying, right, is um, it relies on its inspired heritage really heavily, especially in the opening scenes, right, where the boy kind of crash lands in a pod, I guess, as a baby, very similar to Superman, and is raised by a family on a farm and stuff like that. And now I'm gonna get some details wrong because it's been a while, and plus I have only looked at the surface level. But as far as I know, the kid does start out well, but over time they kind of put a realistic spin on it, I guess, or their version of a realistic spin. And in the end, he turns out to be really twisted, into this kind of serial killing psychopath. Because in the end, no one can really stop him, right? Because he has these powers, and he realizes there's no real consequences to his actions, as far as I know. So it's really interesting to just see that as well, and it's a very I don't know how high it got of a rating. Like I said, I haven't really watched it, but it's a very interesting idea in my opinion, and it keeps getting like it keeps popping back up. That's why these shows get so much backing and funding and stuff like that. People do tend to like the change of pace, in my opinion. All right, come on. No, the one guy I didn't want to hit, man. These guys are ping ponging me back and forth. Okay, one guy down. Let me just lock in real quick, real quick chat. 1 second. Woo! All right, I'm on fire. Ooh, okay. Is that doing anything? Woo! All right, let me just take a break from this the chat 1 second, like just yapping, and let me just lock in. Then I'll try and finish my point. Oh, these guys are just waddling towards me. Okay, get him! Sick him! Woo! Get him! All right. Oh, what? I thought I could do a heavy attack. Okay. Uh, Bro, let me aura farm for a second, chat. Okay, come on. Woo! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let me lock it. Oh my god. This guy body slammed me. Do I have any mana? Okay, I have a little bit. Oh no, that is not good. That is not good, chat. Chat, we're cooked. We're so cooked. Oh, friendly fire. Capitalize. Please, please, I need this. Please, chat, I need this. Oh my god. No, no. Sure. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Just die. Just die. Just give me the health. Give me the health. Oh my god. This is why your mom. Fuck. I'm gonna fuck your mom. No. Ah. I love how like I kind of like switch back and forth, bro. But like, yeah. So, these like shows, right? They're kind of promoting this different angle, and it provides a lot of variety, and that's cool and all. But like, if it's just a gimmick, why does it keep popping up, right? That's my thought. And I feel like it's because it provides a very real view into like human nature, right? Because not everyone has something that could be called a hero complex, because in the end, it's that's why it's called a hero complex, right? You do everything for other people at the cost of yourself, like, right? Like these heroes in comic books typically go through hell just to like save millions or the world of people, uh, even though they'll never know what they've done for them, or in certain cases even when they're being like actively like hated on, like that's crazy. Like that's really unrealistic. Like imagine I'm okay, let's put it into streaming terms, right? Let's say I'm streaming every day and I'm somehow like secretly entertaining the entire world. All right, and not only do I have to deal with like 25 like real life trolls, or like hundreds of real life trolls like actually trying to harm me in real life, but I also have to like deal with half of the world just hating on me, like for no reason. You get what I'm saying? And like most of the my viewers actually not even knowing it's me who's secretly streaming or entertaining them, right? That's like something. I don't know. That was just a fun exercise, like where I just try and put in streaming terms. But oh fuck! Come on! Come on, give it to me. Please, 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 please. I'm getting spanked, bro. Bro, why is my health so low? Please, please, please. Anyone die. Anyone die. Please. My God. You guys are useless. You're all useless. Whew. Whew. Come on. But yeah, so it just provides like a really cool perspective, and it also kind of provides deeper insight into like the human mind, I guess. Because like imagine you got like infinite power practically, right? Literally anything you want goes. Like in the beginning, it would be probably harmless. Like let's say you have like this one op or like one guy that who's kind of like annoying you. You'll probably assert your power over him, right? But like over time, as more and more uh things go by where you just realize, oh damn, I can get away with it. You're gonna like kind of push the limits, especially if you're not trying to be a hero and you're just like thinking in your self-interest, I guess. So this is really like explored well in my opinion in this movie that was released in 2013, I think. It's called Chronicle, and it's really cool. Like I watched a little bit of it, but I saw the rest of the plot on like reviews and stuff like that. Holy lap, I know. No, but wait, just hear me out, chat. 1 second. Fudge, don't kill me. Don't kill me. All right, now we go. Oh God, please. Okay, great, 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 great. We might survive. We might actually survive, chat. Please. Oh my God. No. Whew. You saw that block? Oh my God, bro. I'm goaded. I'm good as fuck. Oh my God. Woo. Oh my God. No, no, no. Please, please, please. Okay, that's great. That's great. Look at that. Look at me go. Fuck. Okay. Ugh. Please. 1 second, chat. I know I'm silent, but like I just really need to lock in. Please. Just die. Just die. Give me the health. Give me the health. And shield up. Shield up. They can't hit me then. Okay, that's great. Okay, I think we got it in the bag, chat. Okay. Wait, this guy's not dead yet. Where'd he go? No! Oh my God. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna die to one guy. Just watch me get diddled by him. Like immediately. Wait, let's try and dodge and not use any more man. Oh my God. Your mom. Okay. Um, where did he go? Come back here. This shit. Ah! Circus freak looking at. All right, but yeah, so it's just a really interesting point because this film that was released or movie, I guess, released in 2013. It's called Chronicle, right? And it's not technically an evil Superman, but it's a very similar premise, like where you're granted like power over other people. Like basically you get superpowers, right? And in our normal world, like that's crazy, right? Like no one can stop you basically. So it also explored a certain that similar theme, and in this case it wasn't just one person who ends up becoming like an evil person. It's three people actually, and these three teenagers specifically actually um, end up gaining these telekinetic powers, right? And they each go down their own route. One becomes the film's, or sorry, movie's um, main antagonist because he's very disturbed. He's a disturbed young teenager. He gets bullied. He's not very popular in high school, stuff like that. And it's not that shallow. There's a lot of other circumstances like his mom has cancer. He gets picked on a lot. Some other stuff. I haven't watched it. while some other his other friends try and go a more good route, right? So it just shows how each person is kind of unique, right? Wait, let's just see what choice we can make. The blind prophet. Mm, oh damn, it's all good. But yeah, so in my opinion, it was a very realistic like descent into villainy. Like these kids kind of started out with no real um, bad intentions, right? Um, it started out with like pranks, just messing around, doing magic tricks with their telekinesis to get more popular in school, right? But as the show goes on and they realize they actually have power, like true power, right? Andrew, the main antagonist, starts to go a little more into the dark side, and it's a very like gradual transformation, which is why I really like the premise of the film because I haven't watched it, right? I'm trying to emphasize that because I don't want to be clipped years later as a lapper. Oh fuck. Where'd my reason go? Is it in my headphones? Where not? One second, chat. Mm, oh. But yeah, I don't want to be clipped years later from the stream and they'll be like, oh, Emo is always a lapper. No, what I'm trying to say is, I like the premise of the show, or sorry, the movie, and it's really nice. But yeah, so I feel like this trope will always the reason it's a trope and it's not just a one-off thing is because it explores oh my god, human nature and how it reacts with power, and it's that itself is a really old I guess um really old concept, yeah, a really old concept that's been around for a long time, like a very famous Shakespeare play. I forgot which one. I think it's Macbeth. Um, explores this theme, right, where um, you know how power corrupts the individual. But in my opinion, I don't think that's the case. No, please. I don't think that's the case. I feel like power amplifies what's already there, and I don't think it's a very hot take that I'm making. Let me just save this checkpoint after I open the door so I don't have to do this all the time. But I genuinely think this is not a hot take at all. It could be a very cold take. But I feel like power amplifies what's already there within the person, you know? So if you've been raised correctly, and I don't think morals is something that's like inherited. I think it's something that's taught. Okay, wait. Let's time this properly. Yeah. I don't think it's something that's inherited. Like if both of your parents were good people, right, or heroes. Um, what am I supposed to do? Alright. Uh, I don't think if both of your parents were heroes, then yeah, you're gonna be a hero. No, that's not how it works. It's the way that you absorb your environment, how you were taught, right? Early on in your life that shapes your future social interactions. Okay, I won't double jump next time. Like um let's take a very simple example in high school, right? I knew some people who were really chill. Now I'm talking, I wasn't a popular kid. I had some few friends here and there, and um my closest friends, I just stuck with them. But uh from the popular kids in high school, what I did know was that there were some really chill ones where you can understand, oh fudge, where you can understand why they're popular, and then there were those who kind of abuse their position. So um that itself was like a really like a mini version of this. where power kind of just amplifies what's already there, you know? Like with this increased social status and stuff, I knew some people who would just kind of like push around all the people around them and just like clown on them, right? And it was a really sad thing to see. And then there were those who were just like just nice people overall most of the time. Um, they wouldn't really bother anyone. They just do their own thing. Come on, almost there. But you know that's why I kind of argue that it just amplifies what's already there. Like in olden times, you'll see like kings that are described as very generous and kind and stuff. One that I'm familiar with is like Akbar. It's very popular in India. He's very popular. There's a set of stories where you know it's called Akbar and Birbal. It's basically these fables or not fables, like real stories. I don't know how much they've been enhanced, but they have been they're very popular in India. Basically, this Mughal emperor, right? One of the most famous Mughal emperors in India, right? Ruled and was very strong and stuff like that, whatever. But he used to have these like kind of battles of wit with his one of his closest friends being his advisor, who was called Birbal, and Birbal was like really wise. And basically, he always kind of clowned on um Akbar just because he was just so much smarter, right? Like they kind of Akbar would always try and challenge him to do like these impossible tasks or just like solve these very hard like intellectual questions, and Birbal would use like these very dry wit responses and somehow just always get through. That's why he was like very close with the emperor at that time and survived till like today in like the form of stories and stuff like that. But oh my god, I'm actually getting fuck, bro. These are getting so much harder. Oh, I know why. It's because my damage is so low because I keep absolving all of these guys, bro. You know what time that is? It's Holy Blast time. Alright. Holy Blast! Holy Blast! Yeah! Yeah, exactly. Saw that? I immediately melted them. Oh, fudge. I lied. I did not melt them. What the fuck? Oh, that was so fast. Okay, let's see if we can get them again. Let's just waddle away from the 6 foot tall demon, bro. Just like breathing down our butt. Whoo! You saw that block? I'm slick like that. Cool. Oh no, fudge. Okay. Um, but yeah. So during that time, he was like described as this very forgiving and like nice emperor, and that could just be a bunch of puff pieces, right? Because all of these people are trying to suck up to the emperor, but from the stories, you do paint him into a kind of a fair ruler, right? So that's another great example, in my opinion, of power just amplifying what's already there because he must have been taught to be, you know, very fair and just and stuff like that, compared to like a bunch of others people with power who kind of abused it through history. And there's many, I don't even have to name them. Everyone will have one that comes to mind. I guess like one that's very famous, like Hitler or something like that. I don't know. Stuff like that. So that's why I just feel like you know like evil supermen are just extremely popular because they do reflect like human nature in a very realistic manner, you know. Ah, fuck, bro, I'm getting like triple teamed, bro. Okay, let's try and get one guy down. Whew. Come on, come on, let's get it. Wow. Holy level, yes sir, bro. I'm the holiest paladin right now. No one has absolved more than me, bro. Like, look at the difference. Like, there was a red graph, and I'm nearly like maxed out in that, and the green one, I barely touched it. Like, I barely touched these people trying to dill me right now, bro. Okay. Ah, Holy Blast. Yeah. I'm gonna actually start abusing this, like, power that they've given me, bro. Like, that I've been leveling up the whole time. Okay, one guy, another guy down. Let's absolve him as well. Just eating these raisins. Mm. Delicious, bro. But yeah, I just think it's really interesting. Like another one, another evil Superman I really like to watch is Homelander. Not because I'm a fan of him, but I love hating on him, kind of. Like, have you seen those videos of where they basically match Homelander up against other people to fight, right? Because there's like a whole fandom on just watching him get like clowned on or like beaten up by these way stronger fictional characters from other universes. Like one of my favorite fights where he's been matched up is him against Omni-Man in Death Battle. They have a whole animation and shit. It's just really satisfying to see like Omni-Man get wrecked. All right, let me just lock in real quick. I know I'm gonna be silent for a few seconds. Woo! Okay, spam. No, bro, I can't keep doing this. Oh my god, please. Oh, I got that heal came at like it came in clutch, bro. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Suck my dick. Whew. I mean, I blocked, but I got knocked back, which is weird. Normally that doesn't happen. Come on, ladies, ladies, one at a time. Yeah. Oh my god, they're so quick. Whoo! I'm barely holding on. Okay. Oh my god, I can't do this again. Please. Oh, I thought that worked, bro. No! I'm aiming the wrong way. Get pounded! Get pounded! Great. But yeah, so another one I do love to watch is uh The Boys, right? And Homelander because he's also another excuse me reasons make me very burpy. Um Homelander, right? Is just realistic representation of what companies might actually go to, like the lengths they might go to create a superhuman that's under their control. Like he's this fucked up individual because he's a lab baby grown to be a product of what, right? This huge multi-billion dollar or trillion, I guess, enterprise, pharmaceutical enterprise, right? And meant to advertise their compound or not advertise but meant to be an asset, right, to the company. And he's raised by teams of scientists and psychiatrists, but not actually as a um excuse me not as a child, you know. He's just treated as a product that's meant to be controlled. They have like these huge psychiatrist teams just dedicated towards keeping him under their thumb, right? Because he's so powerful that they like even as a child they couldn't control him. So the only way they could control him is by implanting a need for approval so deep and unconscious, right? That even though he could like break out anytime, he never did because the thought of actually like disappointing the researchers, right? Just kind of paralyzed him into being in such a bad situation and just really fucked with his psychology. No, please, let me go. My God. I didn't even make a fat joke this time, man. What the fuck? My body, my choice. Shut up! You're fat! Alright. But like I said, right? Uh, this Homelander guy, right? He's seriously like a fucked up individual. Like the only thing that's actually, bro, I'm actually hitting him from the back, bro. Like that angle was crazy, bro. Like look at that, bro. Shit, bro. He wants it, bro. Alright. Or it could be a she, I don't know. It could be a torta. But what's it called? I lost my train of thought. Wait, yeah. So he's just like crazy fucked up individual, and like the only thing that's keeping him from like nuking entire cities is his just need for human approval. That's why like to keep his PR image preserved, he doesn't do like stuff like that. He could easily like wipe out half of the United States before some solution somehow gets brought up, like maybe the virus or something like that. Like this is how the finale is going down, and I'm so excited to see it, bro. Like I've been watching this from high school, and I'm a big fan of the series. Like yeah, I know there are really freaky scenes. I just skip those. Like but I do appreciate them trying to include it just for realism. Like if you are a super powered individual, doesn't mean you don't wanna get freaky, you know? Like you're still human. That's my thought, you know? So, I guess them keeping that in the series does serve a purpose, but I'd rather it be a bit shorter or a bit less on the nose. Like, you know, like a cut, you can cut away, you know, you don't actually have to zoom in and like show all of these like scenes like in hyper graphic detail. Like one of the previous seasons episodes, right? I think the Tech Night episode is kind of infamous. Um, because it was just freaky sex dungeon stuff, bro. Like the half of the episode was just that, bro. Like at that point, come on, man. Like you gotta keep it like in your pants. I don't know what the writers were doing in that like episode, but that was a bit too much, you know. Like you could have made it a bit less centered on that as a concept. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's see if we can kill this guy really quickly without these tortas intervening. No! Don't eat me! Please, 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 please. Oh, I pressed X, bro, once. I pressed X once. 5 minutes of work wasted just because of this guy. You got hungry, bro. That's it. Oh, yeah, speaking of hungry, I did go over my diet today, which is a shame. I've been tracking my calories, and today I went over my calorie budget. Um, which is the first in like a week or so. So I'm not too worried. Plus, it's Easter. Basically, I had like a Subway sandwich in the morning. Bro, if I got sponsored by Subway, bro, that'd be sick. I don't know. I just like Subway a lot. Plus, it's the only restaurant like right next to my accommodation, so it's very convenient. Plus, I don't feel as bad eating a Subway sandwich. I know it's not healthy for me, but no! Oh my God, like, let me go! But bro heard food and he ran over, bro, immediately. Get out of here. No, but it's just that I just feel a little less bad because it doesn't look as unhealthy. Like, let's say I'm eating a KFC like burger, right? I know it's unhealthy and I feel really bad eating it. This though, it's kind of like just a sandwich, right? So, the sandwich is not good for you, but I don't know, it doesn't feel as bad. That's all. But yeah, so I don't know how I got on this tangent, but yeah, I did eat like Subway, and that really contributed to my calories. And then because of that, dinner also was really heavy. Okay, just spam more. That's it. That's all I need to do, please. Okay, great. But yeah, so going back to the main topic, yeah, Homelander, he was like really fucked up and shit, and his like main thing was like wanting human approval, where he's actually trying to fight against that in the last season. He hates that, and like he has this shattered like I guess ego. And by ego I mean like multiple personalities. One that's like a little kid that just wants uh love and attention, and then you know there's the one that's the one that kind of takes over, the ruthless one, like that. So I don't know. I really like him as a character. It's a very interesting take. The comics are all right. I mean, I've watched some of it or read, I guess. And when I say watch, I mean like I watch these videos that cover the comics because I can't get my hands on them myself. So that's how I get access to a bunch of comics frequently. So wait, yeah. So Homelander as a character is very interesting. He just accurately depicts like the consequences of someone having superpowers and not being a hero, like just being a guy who's very self-centered, serving himself, and also kind of just um looking out for himself. He's not an actual hero, you know. Another great example of this would be like Booster Gold, who originally started out as like a guy who's just trying to make money and like set himself up for life by um you know, being a hero. But over time, he actually kind of breaks the trope of being a self-centered person with powers by, you know, slowly falling in love, or I guess just being converted into a true hero, you know, like to the point of being one of like the greatest hero, but that nobody knows because he saves entire like timelines um with his suit, right? That can do time traveling bullshit and stuff like that. Oh my god, this guy came from out of nowhere. All right, let me just try and clean this guy up real quick, and I'll try and get back to my rant. Woo! Let's move. Let's hustle. Yeah, yeah, hiya, hiya, hiya. Oh, I got like a small crowd of crosses just like pounding this crowd of burritos. No, let me go. All right, I have like the next guy waiting in line, bro. As soon as he puts me down. I'm not a share meal, man. Get out of here. Leave me alone. I'm being cornered, bro, by the tortas. They all want me. No, please. I'm sorry. You're beautiful, bro. You're all beautiful. Alright, bro, I'm weaving between them, bro. I'm not even. Because these guys keep interrupting my, like, kill cutscene with this. Alright. Don't press any other button. Because I did not save. And I'm gonna get cooked if I. Okay, great. Hey, the demon's dead. Okay, great. Woo! Shamamamamamamamama. Yeah, that's what I thought. Back! Back! No! Bro, you saw that? He lunged for me, bro. No! Ah, 1 second. Let me just lock in chat. It's alright, Emo. Alright, yep. Come on. Come on! Mm, wait, did I was talking about another character. Yeah, Booster Gold, right? Uh, he's just like really interesting as a character because he was so self-centered in the start. Very typical, like, just a capitalist dude. Just in it for the money. And then over time, he became like this hero that, like, the greatest hero who never gets appreciation and still does it because of his time travel. Like, he used to be like, I saw some, you know, episodes of the animated Justice League. I don't know which series, like the name of the series itself, the specific one, but basically he's like this close friends with Batman, and it's really heartbreaking because they actually used to be really close, but the problem was, you know, because his job is to save timelines and stuff like that, right? So once his work is done, no one remembers him because he actually has to time travel and do a bunch of like time bullshit. So in the end, he was never there basically. And that's the sad part, you know, like he never gets any credit for his work, or he never gets to actually reap the rewards. But he's kind of like the antithesis of the evil Superman trope, because while he does start out evil, he becomes good, or not evil, but like a douchebag or not a hero, right? Um, Kind of like a street tier villain, like, you know, like your classic like thug or something like that, and he turns into a hero, a true hero, like one of the greatest, if not the greatest hero in the DC universe. Because of all of the work that he's done, and without any of the credit, right? Compared to the other Justice League members, right? At least they get some recognition, some fan base, something like that, right? Booster Gold gets none of that. So there's a real argument for him being one of the greatest heroes in the DC multiverse or universe. And like I said, right, so he's like a perfect kind of foil, I guess, or antithesis to the evil Superman trope. Let me just save this. But yeah, one second. First try, chat. All right. But I just find it really fascinating, comparing these two because his transformation's like almost the complete opposite, of I guess, bro, these babies. Where's your mama at, bruh? Trying to crack. All right. My bad, Shaq. No, but what I'm saying is that he's a great antithesis of foil character to be compared against characters such as I think what was his name, Andrew in Chronicle, who kind of start out as good or innocent or unassuming before turning completely psycho and evil, right? Um, oh my god, this guy's cooking me. He's rocking my shit, chat. All right, I think this might be a mini boss, so let's use a little bit of our mana. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. Who do you think you are? Holy blast! Yeah, the power cries. Yeah, you can't block this shit. Oh my god. Back up, Kerr. I got the Glock. I got the Glizzy. Yeah. I knocked him off the map, bro. Oh my god, more babies. Leave me alone. I ain't paying child support, Kerr. Oh. I'm just trying to make a commentary video, bro. Okay, so in my opinion, he's a Booster Gold is actually like just a great like foil character to be compared against like Omni-Man or Homelander. I mean, Homelander is less perfect to be compared against because like he was always bad. Like because he's kind of a like he was brought up in such a fucked up way that there's literally only one outcome where he is just like a fucked up individual. Yeah, back up. Pull out the clock, the switch. But yeah, so ooh, these guys are feisty. All right, one second. What? Uh, let's absolve, I guess. I'm very used to just doing that. Ah, whew! These guys put up so much of fight. So much of a fight. But yeah, Homelander, I don't know. But you could argue he still could be a foil character to boost a goal because he wasn't inherently evil, right? He was just like this innocent kid who was raised in such a fucked up environment where he got turned into that monster. So, like, if I was actually writing like an English essay, I could definitely waffle my way around that point. Bro, I'm such a good yapper, bro. I'm coming up with all of this like off the top of my head, bro. Like, just put me in a commentary channel at this point, bro. Like, just put me in twin. Sub me in, coach. Sheesh, bro. He's rocking my shit. Weave. Sheesh. Yeah, that's what you looking stupid. Hella goofy. Holy blast. Yeah, stay down, cuz. All right. Fuck. Get him. Yeah. All those babies are dead, bro. I hate the babies, man. They're like, I hate babies. I'm just kidding. But, like these like baby monsters, right? They just like kind of just like break all of my attack combos because they're so small, they're hard to hit as well. And they just like kind of group up and like stagger their attacks. So like they come one after the other. And since there's so many of them, you're kind of like stun locked in position. So it's really bad. And you just have to keep blocking. That's all you can do. Oh, fudge. Okay. Woo! Yeah, that's what I thought, Kurt. Let me style on them real quick, chat. My power crest compels you! Oh, bro was waiting. He was spawn camping, man. Rev. I'm still getting bounded. Okay. Let's send out a lot of crosses. Think you're slick, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. You're getting penetrated from like 10 different angles, Kurt. Yeah, that's what. Sit down, little boy. Sit down, Kurt. Oh, fudge. They're still alive? Alright, chat. Oh, fudge. This might not be the best case. Oh my god. Okay, let's try and get out of the corner. I'll try and get back to the commentary real soon. Just let me lock in. Let me lock in. Alright. Let's finish off this guy first. Alright, and now this guy. Whoo! I'm weaving them, bro. And now let's give them a cartel debt, bro. Fucking hell. I think they're all cool and slick, bro, by like ganging up on me. Unholy level 4. Okay. Alright, alright. I see you. Appreciate you, gang. Oi! Oi, way. Alright. Oh, there's more? Shit, bro. They just don't stop coming. Ha! That was a very inappropriate joke. My bad, guys, with the babies around. Let me just eliminate them real quick. Oh yeah, now I can make jokes like that. Wait, no. He's still alive. He's still breathing. Stomp him. He's reaching. He's reaching, Jack. Oh yeah. Uh, sheesh. You know, I've also been thinking of like um doing these like kind of persona streams. And by persona, I'm not talking about the game, even though I've heard really great things about it. But what I'm talking about is kind of I really like playing like characters with my friends and stuff like that. So I was just thinking if I could find a way to dress up, I could like dress up and then do a stream while in character, you know? It'd be really goofy, but I think it'd be fun. It's just a cool thought I'm throwing out there. So if you guys think it's a cool like idea, just hit me up or just comment or whatever. I don't know. Wherever you're watching this, I do cross platform. Oh, sorry, post cross platform. Okay, on different platforms. All right, shut up. I can't always be so eloquent and big brained. Chat, my bad. Sheesh, man, these guys are actually diddling me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Shut up. All right, all right. Alright, chat, we got this. We got this. Cha. Tch. Okay. Is that button still there? Okay, no. They're just gonna pound me. Great. That's great. I love this. I love this, bro. This just makes my day. Oh, did his wings fall off? Can't fly, sucker. Your hoop dreams are dead. I love raisins. You're like such a badass, bro. Honestly, because even though I'm excusing my mm, today for like not following my calorie budget, I feel like I undid a lot of work. The past week and a half, I've lost like 1 kg, and I'm pretty happy with myself. But I do need to continue going to the gym also. As you guys can see, I do have a peak male physique. Oh my god, let me go! Yeah. Nah, bro, you've been rage baiting me way too long, bro. Come back here. Get back here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me teabag you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cuh. Mm. But was I thinking of something? Oh yeah, Homelander, right? He could definitely be argued. Like you could definitely argue and say he wasn't born evil. So he was turned from good to bad, like a typical person who kind of abuses their power in these like tropes. But yeah, it's just a very interesting like perspective. I just really want to explore it, because it, especially with the new season of Invincible coming out and The Boys coming out. I don't know when, but it's like around the corner. So I'm really excited for both, and I'll be disappointed that The Boys is ending. Invincible still has a few seasons left for sure, especially with the fandom. I highly doubt that it's going to be cancelled halfway through because Amazon Prime has definitely seen the like interest the internet has, or just like the audience has in the show itself. I'm pretty bummed out though because I spoiled it for myself. I went and read a lot of the comics or watched videos covering the comics because I just couldn't like get like I just really wanted to scratch my itch and like get to the next part. So I didn't wait for the next season to come out. So I'm kind of annoyed with myself. But even though I do know how everything's gonna end, mostly or in general, I'm still like I still enjoy the show quite a bit. It's like I don't know, that's how it is. I'm also thinking about watching like some more anime. It's been a while. I've just been watching like just a bunch of random shit on YouTube. And It's cool, I guess, but I do want to get back to a series I love. But one thing I hate about like finishing a series is how empty you kind of feel afterwards, especially if it's a show you've been watching for a while, like it's your comfort show and shit like that. Like I'm reaching the end of Modern Families. I've been watching it for like a few weeks now because there's like 11 seasons of that shit, and it's so good. Like in my opinion, I really like it. It's a very comforting, like happy, like a good vibe type of show. You know, with most of the episodes ending with a nice family message, and it just makes me feel like everything's gonna be alright. You know, and it makes me feel really happy. I don't know. That's also a goal I have with my own content. Maybe if I can also be the comfort show or entertainment for a few people on the internet, that'd be awesome, in my opinion, because then I feel like I've done my job because I want to kind of provide it for someone else. I'm not entirely altruistic and I'm not just a saint or anything like that. Like, oh, I just want to be a comfort show for people and nothing else. Like, I'd also love to have financial success, you know, like anyone who tells you they wouldn't want to, like, they truly would never want that to happen to them is, I think, kind of lying. Like, there are people who definitely say, "Oh, I'm not in it for the money. I just like doing it for like the content and shit," and that's cool. That I can understand. But like people who just say, "Oh, I'm just doing it as a hobby and shit," yeah, okay, that's fine. But there's no way you wouldn't want something to come out of it. Like, who wouldn't want to be paid for something they consider a hobby? You know, especially if they really like they enjoy it a lot. Like I like to read. Like if I was paid to read, I would love that, bro. Like it's been a while though since I've read because the thing with me is that once I start reading, I find it really hard to stop reading the book, and that's all right if I'm like on vacation. But if I'm just like in uni, right, I have to cook and do everything myself, so I just kind of put off everything then. But I do kind of do that with videos, but with videos it's kind of easier. I don't know, man, but I do gotta go back to that. All right, let me just lock. Oh, fudge. Wasted it. Sheesh, man. They just keep pumping out these baddies, man. If has a whole lot of girl. Nah, my bad, chat. But you know, if I could, I'd love to like be this comfort show or content for people. And even after I'm like gone, you know, and if my content is somehow on the platform still, providing that value, I'd love that honestly. Like, I'd like to leave a great legacy behind. Like a big, like first I'd love to make a big impact and then leave a great legacy behind without like leaving on like some disgrace type shit, you know, like so many people get accused of like different like really serious charges like I don't want to say it. I don't know how that would work with the content, right? But like you guys can imagine uh, and many times, like, yeah, they did do that, which is sad. Like I said, it brings out my earlier point of power kind of amplifying what was already there. You know, like a lot of these creators and all, they get caught like, you know, bothering women or children, and that's just a shame, you know, especially if you looked up to them or if you just really like them. Oh, oh my chest. Oh, that did not go down well. All right. But which is a disappointment, like it's a big shame or a great shame, but it is how the cookie crumbles. Like you'll see like these great creators like EDP, right? His content was pretty funny. Like a lot of his clips were really funny. They were thrown around the internet because he had that personality, right? But he was revealed to be a cupcake muncher or a diddler, child diddler, or a Pablo of penetrating penetrating Pablo, bro. I don't know, but you know he wasn't the best guy. So I don't want to like I know I'm not gonna be like that. There's no doubt, bro. Like don't look at me like that. What I'm trying to say is, um, I do have doubts on whether if I actually take this anywhere, because it does get a little discouraging from time to time. Because you know, like there's no one really watching my streams or watching my content. But I do have my day one, like my best friend watches most of my content, and I have a lot of love for him. So, he and another friend I made, who's now in the US. So these two guys are watching my stuff pretty regularly, I'm assuming, because my stats are always saying at least three people have watched it. And normally I'll watch my own thing once, at least once in a while. Um, so the other two I'm assuming are those guys. So yeah. But yeah, so how do I say this? So like even with that little amount of power as a famous YouTuber, and not little, I guess, but you do have a lot of influence, but in the grand scheme of things, you don't really have that much influence, unless you're like this like force of nature where or you just have so many sheer followers and subscribers and stuff like that across platforms. Great example being like Mr. Beast or something like that. Then yeah, okay, you have like a lot of power. But anyways, how am I supposed to go there? Let me just save. All right. Yeah, but so yeah, it's just a great example of, power just amplifying bad traits within a person. And I don't want to be like that. I know it's easy to kind of get lost in the sauce, I suppose. Oh my God, this feels like I've done the same level like 10 times, bro. Each time they get harder. Alright, Chad, I need to lock in 1 second. Okay, this might buy me some time. This shield, right? It kind of cancels out the attacks. Okay, let me just trigger it again. Okay, I have two now. Really blast, come on. Um, I can't really commentate while I do this, so just give me a second, chat. Okay, wait, let me try. Okay, I could. I don't want to give up. Oh my God, this guy's doing devious things to me. Sheesh. But yeah, so when I do make it, I do want to have some faith in myself. When I do make it, and I do great, right? And I have like a reputation and stuff like that. I don't want to be one of those guys who leave a bad legacy behind. Oh my God, fudge! I forgot about this. I accidentally used the martyr ability. I don't know what it does. I think it does more damage. I think I'm not sure. Cool though. But yeah, so I don't want to leave a bad legacy behind. I want to be one of those like Hall of Famers on YouTube, especially YouTube. I love YouTube, man. Like, it's just such a great platform. Like, yeah, it's become more addictive over the years, but it's still something I genuinely love. It's a great like thing. I'd love to be able to create quality content, not something that just like kind of runs after the views only, but something that can kind of leave an impact afterwards. Come on, get off me! Get off me! You fiends! Savages, all of you! Ah. 1 second, chat. 1 second. Let me just lock in. Sheesh, bro. Okay, quick. Okay, great. So I want to leave like a good impact behind. Like I don't want to say the guy's name, but there's this really famous Asian YouTuber. He's one of the OGs, and he left with grace at like I think 20 million subscribers or something at the peak of his popularity, and he's considered one of the like Hall of Famers of YouTube. He left with a good reputation. He just went out with a bang. He didn't like keep dragging it on and stuff like that. One of the most beloved, and he just went on with his life. I don't know. I mean, like many people would call that their daytime job. I don't know. Maybe he didn't get. He must have been paid a lot, like at that time, even during early YouTube, to have that many subscribers, right? Because he did go into modern YouTube as well, or technically a more modernized YouTube, where you could get like a career out of it. Like when I was young, like 2014, 2016, I remember him being around. So like a few of his videos being here and there. So he definitely would have earned money, but I guess he wanted to pursue something else. Or maybe he just didn't like being that famous. I have no idea. But yeah, I want to leave like a positive impact, kind of like Ryan. I'm not saying his channel's name. I don't know if I'll get in trouble. So um like I know he didn't name it with that intention, but like me just saying it might ruffle a few feathers, and I'm not trying to stir up anything. So his like I love him as a YouTuber. I didn't watch him that much, but I really liked his short movies and stuff. I have some good memories with that. Or Matt Pat on Game Theory, definitely one of the greats of YouTube. His farewell had me tearing up a little bit. And I kind of wish I watched him more as a kid. I know some of my friends were really into him, like when I was a kid. Especially his Five Nights at Freddy's theories. Like he's literally, oh my god, no, I'm cooked. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm not. But yeah, but I loved the way he left. Just perfect, honestly. Like he tied everything up, and he gave a great explanation why. Because in the end, you can't do it forever. Forever. Right. Because we are not around forever, first of all. But yeah, I just felt like it was a great way to end it. Something he's been passionately doing for years. And his speech was great as well. I don't think he faked the emotions. He seems like a very genuine YouTuber. So I don't, I'd rather not. I don't think I'd defend that he didn't do that. So but he was great. Like I love his videos. I watch them from like I still watch the older ones and stuff. And I still keep up with the new ones as well with his takeover, his the people he hired to, to keep the channel going. And I don't know, I feel like it's still like pretty is like going pretty well, with Tom taking over like the main game theory channel, and like the other people I forgot their names, for film theory, fashion theory, and then like food theory, all respectively having their own videos being pumped out. So now he can kick back and just enjoy like the fruits of his labor. Oh fudge. But yeah, I just want to see him do well, and like he is doing well, so it's fine. It's great to just see that happen. Because in the end, he didn't do anything bad. He didn't like do anything unethical, as far as we all know. But yeah, he never did anything wrong, and he was just a great YouTuber. Did his job, um, made a lot of childhoods, made a few crazy theories from time to time. Please, the button stuck. Okay. Oh my God, these baddies! They're on my dick. Alright. Uh, shit, bro. They're canceling my heavy attacks. Sha! Shama mama! Shama mama! Oh my god! They all have dicks though. What the fuck? Okay, bro, all I can do is just block. Okay, Chad, I need to lock in 1 second. Yeah, that's one. Suck on them apples. That's a white guy's insult. Come on. Yeah, man. Please. Please. Mamma mia. Block. Oh no. See, that's the problem with this demon. Like, I could block everything. Oh my god, they're so fast. Please, just one person die. No. Ah, it's fine, Chad. We can do this. But like I said, right, he left with a great impact, and his legacy is still being carried on by his like successors, right? So I'm a big fan. And I want to be something like that, or another great one is Markiplier. He's still going though. He doesn't need to. He has like a lot, like he has incredible wealth, enough to personally fund like the an indie film, and like make it one of like a pretty great film like that climbs to the second uh highest on the Hollywood like ticket sale, whatever. I don't know the official term. I'm kind of a dumbass. Okay, these guys are like just hitting me from all sides, bro. Like this is not that situation, gang. Come on, bro. I'm supposed to look cool in front of the screen, bro. Like in front of the chat, they're supposed to like be like, "Oh, Emo's so cool. He's so handsome and shit." And I'm supposed to like, type shit, bro. All right, come on. Come on! I can't. Oof, my fingers hurt, bro. Okay, another. Another. This guy is gonna get beheaded. Yeah. All right, now we're gonna spam holy blast, holy blast to oblivion, holy blast to the great beyond. Come on, shama, ma, 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 ma. Did that work? Shama, ma, 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 ma. Oh my god, she just dashed through it, man. These baddies, man, they're all on my. Shit. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so that's just like a legacy I want to leave behind. And even years later, people can watch my old content and it could bring in some money for my kids, who knows? But like yeah, basically just want to have a great impact left behind. And I know even with my uh influence or prestige and money, right, that comes with my position as Hall of Fame YouTuber and streamer, right? I know I'm not gonna abuse that shit because in the end, I'm not like a saint, but I'm also not a freak. So, or just like a guy with like weird hidden stuff that's just gonna be exposed once I become pretty cool and rad in front of the crowd, you know? But that's just like a light-hearted thing. And this is definitely not foreshadowing, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, I know like so many people are like, I've seen like so many clips of like streamers kind of foreshadowing their fall. And it's sad to see, but that's not gonna happen with me because I'm just a normal guy. And honestly, yeah. Um, and you might be thinking, oh yeah, why Emu, like why do you want to stream? And honestly, I'm not sure myself. Like, if I'm being honest, I have these dreams of being famous and like having a lot of money and stuff like that. So that is definitely why I started to stream. But I did start out with a bit more modest ambitions, which are still to be recognized because I just started, right? Is I wanted like a small income because I can't seem to get a job right now while I'm studying. So I thought, okay, might as well stream, use that extra time, build something up that can maybe serve me in the future, you know, and also leave a good portfolio and also just something I enjoy. I think it's fun because even though I don't have anyone in the chat, I know the day I get like a bunch of chatters, right? Or people in my stream is gonna be even more entertaining, bro. Like I'm able to keep like this long hour conversation with myself for like an hour plus, right? So once I actually get like even a single person in my chat, I know I can definitely provide more entertainment, you know? Especially if they provide their own insight and stuff like that, you know? It'd be great. But yeah, so that's a reason. And even though it does get a little discouraging, uh, oh my god, I can't block. Please die. Just one person. Ah, I should save, man. Chat. This might not be it. Yeah. All right. But yeah, right now I'm kind of putting minimal effort, so I can't expect to gain like a crazy amount. But it'd be cool to have like at least one or two, you know. But yeah, so I'm supposed to like edit these like TikToks and stuff like that. But like promoting just so much work, man. I need to do that. Like I just like tuning in, like starting my stream, and like I like the idea of people showing up. But the thing is, I have to get the ball rolling. And the thing is, with that, I need to clip from as well. But I don't know, like these long yap sessions is just not very suited to clipping, you know? Like there's nothing crazy going on. I'm just playing a game, I'm talking about cool, interesting like topics and shit like that, you know? Whew. Wait, let me just pause this. Let's see how long the stream's been going on. Yeah, I've been like talking to myself for like an hour and 13 minutes, right? So I know for a fact that if I get another few people in my chat, I could definitely like provide even more entertainment. Because the thing is, I kind of feed on like the energy of a room, right? And that makes me sound like a vampire, but no, I'm trying to say like I'm a positive kind of feeder. That makes it sound even worse. But basically, if I get like a few people to like bounce my energy off of or my vibes, right? I think it'd be a great time, you know? Like they tune in. I ask them like a dumbass question and like we debate and shit like that. And then like if they have like a cool game suggestion, I'd like probably take it. And we like just chill and hang out, and then they see how cool and handsome and buff and like sexy I am, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you're so cute. I'm gonna tell you all, like I'm gonna tell all my friends about you, and we're all gonna follow." And then I'm bro, holy voice crack. But and then like we're gonna all like kiss and make out, and like I'm gonna look cool and shit. Like, no, but I don't know, man. Like I'm genuinely I'm just waiting, but as soon as I get like a few like chatters, like just five or something like that, like that keep coming back, I can easily start getting the ball rolling. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe not. Um, won't know until I try. Come on, I'm pressing R. Nah, bro, I have a special plan for you, Kurt. Your head's coming out. Give me those pesos. Give me them pesos, boy. You're there. But yeah, bro, like I'm just thinking about all the future content. I've been thinking of like doing these personas, right? One I really want to play is I dress up as Sinestro. I don't know why, I just find it really funny that the idea of me like a just like a brown random guy, right? Dressing up as Sinestro with a big ass head, Mega Mind looking head, a cartoon villain smile or a villain mustache. Oh fudge, I'm trying to block. Sha! Be gone! Shama mama! Shama mui! Papa pui! Are they still doing damage? Better not. Give me that. Give me your health. Give me your health. Bro, I'm not supposed to dash out of that. Please, don't kill me. Don't kill me, Kerr. Don't kill me, Kerr. Please, please. Please, 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 blah, 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 please, 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 please. I'll suck your dick, please, please. Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck. Please. No, no. Leave me alone. No. No, the fine shit. Not you too. Trying to slam me out. Slime me out. Not slam. I'm not trying to get slammed, bro. With your big ass dick, man. Love sausage, bro. Looking at dick. Okay, come on. Come on. Please. Please, I can survive. I know I can. Oh my fuck. I'm gonna bust. Please. Okay. Come on. Shit. Shut blah, 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 blah. Oh, Chama. Yeah. Yeah. Did that do anything? Any health? Okay. 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 Okay, I can do this. I don't need to waste mana for her. Sure, I know it's silent, but I'm really locked in. I'm trying not to lose any health. Yeah, you saw that block? Yeah, that's why I thought. You ain't getting away with this shit. How are you still alive? Oh, wait, no. I think another one just spawned in her place. Yeah. Shoo. I'm just making sound effects. Oh my god. This is peak commentary. This is intellectual stuff right here. Oh my god. Three big black dudes. Oh, if my flatmates hear this out of context. No! It's over, Chad. I'm actually cooked. Alright, I think we might be ending this game. But like I said, uh, this game's taking way too long. Like I said, you know, I do have plans. Like, if I could dress up as Sinestro or something like that, and do random stuff. I'm trying to move out of the retro gaming category. Right now, I can only run those games. But once I get a better PC or a laptop, right, I have a few games in mind. Like, there's this game called the Horsey game. It sounds really dumb and stupid, and it is really dumb and stupid, but I really like the concept. It's like you breed these like horses to like like race faster, right? But they're so bad. Like they're like these little 8-bit wobbly sprites, I guess. And you can just like take it in so many routes, and it's really fun. I've seen these videos on YouTube, and I really want to play the game for myself. But that's there, and I want to like do these different personas, like Sinestro, right? I just find like lines such as like "Be afraid" could like be really funny in like clips and shit like that, you know. And I also have some weird like ideas. I don't know why it just came to my mind. If I ever do get to like have a collab with like other big streamers and stuff like that, or just like get to be in a content house with some of my friends and shit like that, my thought is like I'd have this challenge. I challenge them like, and I'd bet like 5 grand or something like that, where they can't like touch a blueberry for 30 days or a week, right? On stream. And with each day I ramp up the difficulty, right? Like the first day I just like lay out a bunch of blueberries and I just like openly like try and like tempt them into eating it. And of course they're not gonna fall, right? But then like with each day I'm gonna like get more and more like make it harder for them, because my plan is like I'm gonna use a technicality in my deal where basically the wording is they won't touch a blueberry, but there's nothing saying that it has to be a real blueberry, right? It could be like a drawing, could be like a costume. So this is where the fun stuff comes in, like I could like start planting blueberry traps all over like the content house. That's my thought, like a drawing of a blueberry. They could just like step on it and then they'd lose the pet. Or and like I'd want them to like survive till the end, because then I can hire like a bunch of people to like wear blueberry t-shirts, and I'll have like this big like balloon blueberry, and I'd be in it and I'd bounce after the person. So my plan would be to have like this crowd of people with blueberry stuff, and then I trap them in their streaming room, right? They're not expecting me to come up like that, so they can't leave the room. And then I just bounce like with the blueberry costume in. Like, have you seen those like streamers with the big balloon and they're inside the balloon? So like that's my plan. I'm gonna have like a big up blueberry balloon. I'll be in it and I'll just like bounce in. I'm like, your fate is inevitable. Like I just walk in and I'm like, I just have it all planned out. I have like a speech and shit. I have like read from it, and like with each like bounce, I continue like the fucking speech. Oh, we got a bot. Man, I keep seeing like a person join in, and I think, oh, it's another person, and no, it's a fucking bot. No, but like I said, so like with each bounce, I'd like dread from it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. Like with the Thanos speech, and I just like trap them in the room, and then like in the end they lose. And it'd be funny as fuck, and I'd still pay them, bro. But like it'd be funny, bro. Like there'd be so many clippable moments from that, and not just from that, but it'd just be funny. Like it'd be an entertaining stream, entertaining stream, right? With multiple, like you could make it an inside joke, because like a community is just fun when you have like a bunch of inside jokes. I saw like this video where like for the first time, where this guy who's been like making a bunch of food um TikToks or shorts on YouTube, right? And he's grown really big, and he has this inside joke in his community. Like basically, he's making like big versions of food, right? So they've been like hunting him, like or haunting him in the comments with each video saying, "Make a big grape," right? And it's really funny, but like so. He's been avoiding that because he took it really seriously in the beginning, and he said, "Oh no, I can't make a big grape. That's just not feasible." So that became a meme, right? So I'd love to have like an inside joke like that, like, and then finally, like he hit like I think a 1 million subs or something like that, subscribers. So or 100,000, I'm not sure. So as a special, he made a big grape, like he tried to, by like skinning them and like mashing them and like putting the skin outside a big grape somehow. It was really interesting. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Uh, and yeah, guys, hope you all have a great day. And if you're watching this VOD, just know that you just gotta keep pushing. Like I've been struggling with some personal like my own struggles. It's easy to say positive things all the time, but you actually have to follow through with it, And I'm also working on it myself. So I hope this can also, serve as inspo for other people, because I've been kind of feeling lonely and shit like that and stuff like that. But now I've been feeling better. But what I'm trying to say is you just gotta push through it and keep going and shit like that. And hope you all do great. Whatever you put your mind to, hopefully you succeed. And yeah, just thank you for watching this. Like I know my friend is, if you're watching, I know you're watching this, so I just want to say thanks, man. You mean a lot to me. And thanks for supporting me so much. Like honestly, you're family at this point. And yeah, honestly, I hope all of you guys have a great day. And if you found any of this even a little bit entertaining, do drop me a follow. And also check out my YouTube channel. And yeah, my Twitch and my YouTube channel. I do have a TikTok account, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm trying to grow that as well. Just anything to like, bring more people, more eyeballs onto my content. Hopefully that would work sooner or later. And yeah, hope you all have a great day. And if this was a little bit entertaining, do help me out. Anyways, uh, that's me. I'm gonna head out. Let me just exit. Oh wait, should I save my progress? Let me just check. All right, let me save. All right. Um, Let me just exit and then we can end the stream with a nice message, I guess. Oof. All right, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Love you all. And just try and be positive, you know? Anyways, see ya. Wait, how do I end it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now see ya.